Hey Fact Fusers, we're back again with some gems. This week we're diving into the invention of the first elevator and a movie director turned explorer, all the way to the discovery of the Terracotta Army. So sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy some fascinating facts. Imagine life without skyscrapers. No towering office buildings, no breathtaking penthouses, and no dramatic city skylines. This was the reality before March 23, 1857. On that day, Elijah Otis installed the first safety elevator for passenger use in New York City's E.V. Howitt & Co. department store. Before his invention, elevators were risky. If the rope snapped, so did your chance of survival. But Otis introduced a safety mechanism that would catch the platform if the cable broke, making vertical travel safe and practical. This breakthrough paved the way for taller buildings, transforming how cities were designed. So next time you step into an elevator, give a silent nod to Otis. He literally lifted civilization to new heights. Harry Houdini. Just the name itself feels like magic. Born on March 24, 1874, Houdini wasn't just a magician, he was a phenomenon. He could escape from handcuffs, straitjackets, and locked water-filled tanks like it was second nature. Audiences were left in awe, questioning the limits of human capability. But his skills weren't just about illusion, they were about showsmanship. Houdini knew how to build suspense, turning each escape into life-or-death spectacles. He even challenged police departments to lock him up, only to slip free and leave them stunned. But did you know he was also an early skeptic of supernatural claims? So not only was he an escape artist, but he was also a magician who didn't believe in magic. Now that's a trick. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and perfect for holding pools of syrup, waffles are a breakfast masterpiece. And on March 25th, they get their own special day. But here's the twist. International Waffle Day actually started in Sweden. It originated from a misinterpretation of the Swedish holiday, Our Lady's Day, which in Swedish sounds a lot like Waffle Day. Over time, people just went with it, and an unofficial holiday dedicated to waffles was born. Now it's a worldwide celebration, and honestly, who's complaining? Whether you like them with butter and syrup, piled high with fruit, or even turned into a savory sandwich, this day is a perfect excuse to indulge. So grab a waffle and enjoy. After all, it's practically a global tradition. On this day in 2012, filmmaker James Cameron did something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Except it was completely real. He became the first person to complete a solo dive to the deepest part of the Earth's ocean, the Mariana Trench's Challenger Deep. This wasn't just a quick dip. Cameron spent over 3 hours at the bottom exploring a place that only 2 people had ever seen before, both of whom were part of a brief mission back in 1960. His custom-built vessel, Deep Sea Challenger, had to withstand crushing pressures nearly 1,000 times greater than at sea level. It's safe to say Cameron doesn't just push the limits of storytelling, he pushes the limits of exploration itself. After making movies about deep-sea adventures, he actually lived one. Talk about method directing. On this day, in 1964, the ground beneath Alaska shook with unimaginable force. The Great Alaskan Earthquake, also known as the Good Friday Earthquake, struck with a magnitude of 9.2, this making it the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in North American history and the second most powerful earthquake in world history. It didn't just shake the earth, it reshaped the landscape. Entire sections of land were lifted or dropped by several feet, and tsunamis swept across the Pacific, causing devastations as far away as Hawaii, Japan, and the Philippines. Despite the scale of the disaster, Alaska's emergency response systems helped save countless lives. This event is a reminder that the Earth is constantly shifting beneath us, sometimes in ways that can change everything in a matter of moments. On this day in 1930, Turkey officially renamed 2 of its most iconic cities, Constantinople became Istanbul, and Angora became Ankara. However, it's worth noting that Istanbul had already been used informally by locals for centuries before the official change. The decision to make it the official name was part of a broader effort to modernize the country and move away from the Ottoman legacy. The renaming of Constantinople to Istanbul symbolized the transformation of Turkey from an empire to a republic, while Ankara was chosen as the new capital to reflect the country's more centralized, progressive future. Istanbul remains a city of incredible history and culture, while Ankara became the heart of modern Turkey. On this day in 1974, something truly amazing was uncovered in the ancient city of Xi'an, China. Farmers who were digging a well accidentally stumbled upon what is now known as the Terracotta Army, thousands of life-size statues that were buried with the first emperor of China around 210 BCE. This discovery was like opening a time capsule from the past. The army includes over 8,000 soldiers, 670 horses, and 100 chariots, each one uniquely sculpted to represent different individuals, some with complicated facial expressions and detailed clothing. These statues were meant to protect the emperor in the afterlife, and they were buried near his tomb, which had been largely untouched for centuries. That's all for today's facts, Fact Fusers. Hope you enjoyed this week's journey through history. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. And as always, feel free to drop a comment below and let us know what facts stood out to you the most.